showcases ever we have conceptualized this year. This showcase is conceptualized on the theme of arts and crafts, and IIID has always encouraged and promoted the art and craft industry. We have involved artisans from Cheria, the leather craftsmen from Anantapur, and weavers from Pochampalli in the workshops that are being conducted for students, designers, and architects. We have in this showcase a theme pavilion curated by architect Yashwant Ramurthy sir and designed by architect Nilesh and architect Kasi. IIID has also conducted workshops in bamboo, the pavilion which we are seated right now in, which is designed and curated by leading architects Dr. Sudhir Reddy, mentored by Professor Sankalpa of SEPT Ahmedabad, architect Latoon, architect Nawasish, engineer Manu Narendran, coordinated by architect Shushmita Shubhiti, and mentored by architect Aparna Bidar. Workshops on best out of waste that was generated during the stalls were done up by students, designers and architects, which were curated by architect Sridhar Reddy and architect Amita Raj. These creations are exhibited at the 3-day event. We also have a design inventory competition for students which were held, and their works are on display in this event. And we have arts and craft installations designed by leading designers of the craft industry, of the IIID fraternity, designer Supraja, Soga, Kunal, Housing, and Priyanka Nanala. And they would be the showstoppers of this vibrant showcase. Thank you very much.
Now I invite our National President, Architect Javi, to address the group.
Good morning, everybody, particularly most honorable Chief Secretary and all the IIID leaders here, and especially the Hyderabad team. I won't take much time. I haven't been given much time, so I just want to say that if you look at all the things which we want to do in IIID, there are so many projects, so many programs, but everything can be condensed into one single objective we have. It is to improve the quality of interior design profession in this country and be useful to upgrading the lives of the contemporary society, people around us. So for this single thing to happen, the basic formula is we have to bring three entities together. Designers who dream, trade who give wings to our dream, and the end users, people who with informed data about what our dreams are about and how we can achieve it, makes the right choice. And believe me, good design is what can change the world. So that way, showcase, bringing designers, trade and people together is the ultimate act to make our objective happen. I wish IIID Hyderabad showcase, I think the way it has been set, I'm sure it meets world standards, and we sure have a long way to go. So all the best. Thank you so much, dear respected Chief Honorary Secretary of Chief Secretary of Hyderabad and all of you here. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I invite Architect Subbarao to introduce our chief guest to audience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Our chief guest here doesn't require any introduction, but to know his journey of life. So I get some few points here to share with you. So we take this opportunity to talk about our Chief Secretary sir here. Sri Somesh Kumar is born on 22nd December 1963 in the state of Bihar. He has earned a postgraduate degree in psychology from the University of Delhi. Before joining the Indian Administrative Service in the year 1989, Sri Somesh Kumar worked as a psychologist in DRDO for about 2 years between 87 and 89. As a civil servant, he began his stint as the Sub-Collector Bodhal and went on to serve as PO/ITDA, Additional Commissioner, GHMC, Collector Anantapur District, Project Coordinator AP Urban Services for Poor, Commissioner Collegiate Education, Commissioner Tribal Welfare. As the GHMC Commissioner, I know him. He is credited with the introduction of now popular Rupee 5 a meal scheme and the launch of the Strategic Road Development Plan SRDP beyond architects know about it. Sri Somesh Kumar has been the Principal Secretary, Tribal Welfare from November 2015 to December 2016 and introduced the much acclaimed Chief Minister's ST Entrepreneurship and Innovation Scheme. As the Principal Secretary Revenue, Commercial Taxes and Excise, Sri Somesh Kumar ensured smooth transition to the GST regime, plugged loopholes and tax evasion through technological and policy interventions, and brought about several measures to curb leakage in the excise revenue. Sri Somesh Kumar was serving as the Special Chief Secretary, Revenue, City Excise and CCLA before being appointed as Chief Secretary to the Government of Telangana. Apart from this, he has written several books. His publications are Methods for Community Participation, The Politics of Poverty, Introduction to Psychophysics. So, and some of his books were translated into Japanese. So, that's our chief guest here in front of us. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Arctic Subbarao. Now I invite our chief guest, Sri Somesh Kumar sir, to address the gathering.
Hello. So a very good afternoon to all of you. I am really pleased to be here. Mr. Subbarao wrote to me that there is a function and would like to invite you. I told him that you are asking for such a long date, we don't know what happens on that day. Generally we know our program for few days, but if somebody says 1 month before at all, then it becomes very, very difficult. Later on, the entire team, particularly I remember Mr. Manoj Vahi and few of them came, and all of them explained what they want to do. So generally I avoid such things, but when I heard their intent and what they are going to do, I really got interested and agreed for this program. Today I thought maybe I have to go speak for a few minutes and then I can go away. But when I walked along with our IIID, the Prince for State Chairperson, Mr. Jabin and Manoj Vahi and all other friends, Mr. Rakesh, I could really, Praveen, I could understand that, how much of effort has gone. And each and every stall that I walked, I found it was very interesting. Maybe we need not a 1 or 2 hours, but each stall needs a 1 hour. It was quite a interesting journey. And if I had more time, I would like to spend time, but because of some other engagements, I will have to go. But certain things really struck me. I was district collector of, Anandpur. And there we have the concept of Tol Bombalata, which translated in English means leather puppetry. And they have been doing for ages. It was not a design actually. It was part of doing puppetry, where they used to tell the stories, mythological stories using these characters and putting some petromax or some light behind. So it used to come on the screen from reverse side. So those kind of things were very, we tried helping them. I remember the village also, which when we used to go to Puttaparthi, it was a roadside village. But today when I saw them, and they are making, lampshades and other things, and today with you architects and interior designers taking it into control, it is going to make a much bigger impact. The social concern which I saw here, which is like trying to utilize the local material, trying to involve the local artisans, is something great. Because if we can merge these two, even this thing I have seen, it looks so beautiful. Very small, otherwise it could have been just a routine thing. But now seeing this, I would like to put it on my table because it is so nice and beautiful. and it is from Telangana. So that small change can make such a big difference to the design itself and also to the entire concept of, utilizing the local people and using them. Similarly, this is something very dear to me. Today in Telangana, if any visitor comes from any country, from any state, the Sikhat is what we brought. And I see very nice that you are using jackets made out of it, and many of you are wearing saris from the same art. So it is something great, and also the stage is so interesting. And perhaps there could not have been any better place than this to watch it. That alternate material, bamboo, can be used and create all sorts of things. The furniture that you saw, even Yaggisala, I saw some designs. So all of them I find are very, very interesting. And there could not have been any better place than Hyderabad to do this thing. Because what you are trying to do is to bring different types of things together. And our Chief Minister, Honorable Sri KCR, always says that, Telangana, and particularly Hyderabad, has a Ganga Jamuna Tahzeeb, which means it is a confluence of different cultures. It is a melting pot where different types, design, everything, they merge together. So that is so visible here. And what Mr. Manoj Wahi said, that these 3 C's is basically a mantra which perhaps everybody needs to learn regarding, connect, collaborate and create. So if we can co-create things where the artifacts are taken from local artisans, and together with them if we design, if the students right from beginning get involved in this, it will be making a huge impact. I see that certain architects or interior designers and even doctors, they are very successful. And the difference I see between a successful architect or interior designer and a non-successful one is anyway capabilities and all, or imagination. But the most important thing I have found is whether they are able to co-create. When somebody is putting all his earnings of his life, is making a house or is making a office. But if you say, no, this is how it will be, and you don't involve the person, it does not make a difference. So with these words, I am very happy to be here and see all the things that you have done. I am very confident that 3rd to 5th will be a great success. Already I can see so many stalls have come and many people, different levels, right from students to interior decorators to builders, everybody will, and general public will come and enjoy this, and they will get ideas what to use it for. So with these words, I would like to thank all of you for inviting me. It was a great pleasure to be here and also a great learning experience. Thank you very much.
Anna.